What's going on, everyone? My name is Sherwin, and this is sort of a part two to the Cybertruck service video with the air suspension. So if you haven't seen that video, check it out. But they did give me a Model X as a loaner, and I wanted to keep the videos separated. But that's it, yeah. So enjoy the rest of this video. Okay, so we are now in a loaner. Model X Studios. They only had a Model X and a Model Y. I almost took the Model Y. Because again, like I mentioned in many videos, just the Model X just broke my heart. It truly broke my heart. I don't know if you got that from all those other videos, but I am really just so heartbroken going through two of them, and it just didn't work out. And not to say that everything was all bad. It's actually also good that we got through that experience, because otherwise we wouldn't be thinking of getting a Cybertruck or getting a Cybertruck. But I took the Model X, so we are in a 7-seater Model X. This is actually one of the newer ones. I think it's a 2026 because the wheels are different. And after a few minutes, we got it at about 46% state of charge. Feels like I'm back home. As much as the issues we've gotten with it, like, man. And I think the reason, one of the reasons why I just try not to get it as a loaner is, again, I was heartbroken. Like, man, I don't know if you've been into the, when you were young and you was with a girl or a guy, right? They just broke your heart. And you know where they hang out, and you just try to not go to where you know you're gonna see them, cause your heart's broken, right? Oh boy, where am I getting at? What am I getting at? This thing is dope, man. Just minutes into it just brought me back all the good memories that we've had with it. And when Abby sees this, she's gonna probably want to drive it. But wow, in this Model X, once again, I think it's called the Lunar Silver or something. But I'm gonna have a few days, I guess, with it. So let's see what happens. It has the latest hardware 4 on there. I'm driving FSD on it. Very smooth, nothing too surprising. Like this car, when it works, when you have no issues, is really nice. It's really nice. I can't keep mentioning how much man, this car's amazing. All right, we are on our way home. We had to stop by at a charging station. 325 kilowatts in speed. We are currently at, I think, 22% state of charge when we arrived. So we are charging at 254 kilowatt in speed, now at 24% state of charge. I wanted to document this. 256 kilowatts, probably the max. Now it's 252 kilowatt in speed. I wanted to document this because I wanted to show you all, if you are not aware, what sucks with Model S and X. It may be Tesla's like premium vehicles, or was, because again, they're no longer selling these vehicles brand new anyway. Yet you can't go beyond 250 kilowatts of charging speed. The Cybertruck at the time of recording is the only Tesla that will charge over 300 kilowatts in speed. Yet it is more affordable than the Model S and the Model X before they discontinued the Model S and X. But at one point, the Model X, the Model S long range was, the starting price anyway, the same price as the Cybertruck all-wheel drive premium at $79,990 at one point. But no longer the case. Right before they discontinued it, the price skyrocketed where both Model S and X plaids were pretty much at 100,000 and up. Now, historically, the plaids were actually, I think they maxed at 150,000 at one point, which was crazy, right? But when we got our Model X plaid, the 2023, and in ultra red and with cream interior, we got it right under $100,000. I guess you could call it a bargain if you were to compare it to the more recent pricing. And also, I think at the time when we bought it, it was either the interior was free or the ultra red paint was free. I can't remember exactly. The Model X, as much as I do miss it, there were two areas of rattles. It was coming around this area, and I was like tapping or holding on to, what is this, the steering wheel shaft, and the other place that was rattling is actually somewhere in the B pillar and maybe even the falcon wing door, the passenger side anyway. Now, even though the rattles weren't that bad, it actually is bad. Rattles are bad with Tesla vehicles because the interior is really sealed and quiet compared to other vehicles. So the slightest rattle, even a subtle rattle, you're gonna hear it. You're gonna hear it, especially in the Model S, the Model X, and the Cybertruck. The littlest things you will notice. And that's why in the previous Model X we owned, there was a clicking noise. It was like in the CV boot or something like that. It was in that area. Even though it was like outside, you can definitely hear it from the inside. And I even put the microphone, this microphone, my DJI microphone, because it's magnetic, I actually put it by the fender when I was driving around the parking lot to get a better idea of what it sounded like. It was actually fairly loud from the outside, but it was a faint sound from the inside. Now, when you roll down the window, you can definitely hear that clicking sound. So now let's take a look at the status of charging. 140 kilowatts in speed, and we are currently at 50% state of charge, so it has slowed down quite a bit. If we were in the Cybertruck, I would say at this rate, 50% state of charge, we would probably be at about 180. This service is complete has actually been there since picking up or giving the loaner to me, and never went away. So I don't know if that's from the previous owner that they gave this Model X to as a loaner or not. I'm not sure, but in the app, the Cybertruck is definitely not ready yet. This Model X, ignoring the rattles, has been a pretty good experience so far. And for the most part, when I'm telling you guys that I do miss it, and every time I think about it, I'm just reminded by just the many issues of it. I'm so jealous of you people who own the Model X and have no issues. Really jealous. But my opinion about the size of this has not changed regardless of how good of an experience so far that I've had with this car today. The size is just really another disappointment because we came in wanting to replace our minivan with this vehicle, and it really is not. At least for our use case, it's not. So, and I keep reiterating that, I keep mentioning that, because, like, for instance, this is a 7-seater, and if you're only talking about transporting people, like short road trips, day trips and stuff, oh, amazing vehicle in terms of just fitting 7 people. I don't know about the third row with adults, but yeah, it'll fit 7 people. Now, if you go to longer road trips and the 7 people need to bring luggages and stuff, that's another story. And to be fair, and I'll be fair, R1S has 7 seats also, And if all 7 seats bring their own luggages, then you're not going to have room on the inside. But you can get roof racks and you can carry additional luggages on the roof. Now you can't do it in the Model X. And again, to be fair, you can get a hitch, a container from xrack.us. That's where I most commonly see those products. And you can just toss them in there in the back in the hitch. Now both R1S and Model X come with hitch by default. It just comes with it, no additional cost. So that's cool. Let's go take another look at the charging. We are at 64% state of charge, and we are now at 100 kilowatts in speed. At this point, I believe this is about the same as the Cybertruck charging performance. The benefit though, or the advantage with the Cybertruck is as you hit higher state of charge, you will continue to get about 90 kilowatts in speed, even beyond 80%. That's what I've noticed. At 85% though, that 90 kilowatt in speed is going to start to go down. Or was it 90%? But that is to be expected, because as you get higher in the state of charge, the speed tends to go slower because you got to manage the heat and also the storage in the battery. So we're gonna unplug real soon. I did reset the trip computer. I forgot to do it as soon or right before I left the Tesla service center, but I did reset it. So we're gonna go and check the efficiency before we return the vehicle. I did take a peek. It was like 181 watt hour per mile, but we had traffic before I did like the reset, and that was like the current trip. So that was pretty amazing, under 200 watt hour per mile. So keep in mind, the lower the watt hour per mile, the more efficient it is. All right, we're gonna keep documenting our experience with the new Model X. All right, another day and another discovery with this brand new Model X. One thing I noticed when I was doing some B-rolls for this car is, so this is where you open and close the Falcon Wing door. As you can see, I'm standing right underneath it, and if you push the close button, you'll hear a beep. It's not gonna close though. Why? There's sensors on these doors, and they've always had sensors, but I don't know if this is like a software change or if it's only on the newer Model X's, but in my previous Model X's, you push this and the door will start to close. The only way to close this now is if you stand out the way and then press the button. See, now it closes. If I remember correctly, before, those will start to close until it detects you, like it gets close to you, or it like taps you on the head. Then that's when it's gonna stop closing. So I don't know if that's a software improvement or if it's a hardware thing with the brand new Model X's, but just wanted to share that with you all. It's so many features, but along with these features, you're more likely to have issues with it. I think that's with anything. The more you put into the vehicle, the more chances that something may break or may malfunction or may not work as expected. But if you are one of those lucky people, I really am jealous of you. So congratulations to you. Would I buy another one? I mean, the only choice now is used, and I actually would get a used one because of the deals that you're able to get. I don't know what the used prices look like now because they no longer produce the Model X. But yeah, definitely look out for used ones and get a good deal on them. I think people are starting to get the signature edition deliveries, so congratulations to you all. Some people during EV Fest had asked if I gotten that email, and yeah, Tesla's not gonna send me that email to invite me to purchase one, because I gave them 2 back. They bought 2 back. Why would they give me an email to, you know, get another one? And plus that cost, signature edition cost, is just, I don't know. If we had better experience with the vehicle, definitely is worth it. But again, this is not a big car. This is not a big vehicle. This is not a minivan replacement. This is not, for us anyway, it really isn't. The R1S is a better vehicle for us. I gotten a chance to sit and spend a little bit more time with the Lucid Gravity. So shout out to Joe, the owner, who kind of gave me an ownership experience. He shared it. So stay tuned for that video if it hasn't come out already. But I think that one would have been a better vehicle than this, in my opinion, as far as the non-Tesla ecosystem. If we were just looking for, you know, maybe space-wise. I didn't get a chance to drive it, but he did invite me to go hang out with him at another time to go and experience the driving. So we're going to try to find some time to do that. But as far as driving experience, like, let's just ignore the issues, right? This car is truly amazing. It's very comfortable, and I've said it before and I'll say it again. The comfort level with the Model X is better than the Cybertruck. Dare I say it, and I will say it. Some people say that the Cybertruck is a little bit more comfortable. I say the Model X is more comfortable, because you have to imagine we're on all-terrain tires with the Cybertruck. So yes, it is comfortable, but I hear those tires. I hear those tires, and I think it's a little bit less comfortable. Not to say that the Cybertruck is not comfortable. It's definitely comfortable, and for a truck, it's crazy comfortable, right? But if you were just to compare, direct comparison between Model X and Cybertruck, in my opinion, the Model X is going to be more comfortable. Cabin noise is much better, in my opinion, because again, those all-terrain tires. Efficiency is going to be a lot better in the Model X. Unless you go with the 22-inch wheels, then you will get less efficiency or lower efficiency, but not as bad as the Cybertruck. And we've gotten our Cybertruck with less efficiency or worse efficiency because we did switch out the tires and we're on all-terrain setup. But we're happy with what we've got with the Cybertruck. And yeah, I mean, thankfully, what ended up happening with the Model X, the 2 Model X, because of that, we ended up getting to experience and owning the Cybertruck. And even with another service appointment on the Cybertruck, it still doesn't equal to how many we've done with our 2 previous Model X's. I wanted to talk a little bit about the FSD experience with the Model X, and it's great. This is hardware 4. It's one of the newer Model X's because this has the front camera. The experience is great. Feels just like a Model Y, probably like a Model 3. Even better, simply because, again, the ride comfort is excellent on this, so it feels a little bit better because of that. But as far as how it works and everything, it's also better because of the additional screen behind the steering wheel. But yeah, it's amazing. I like it. So if you have a Model X, I definitely would recommend you trying out FSD if you don't have it already. I'm gonna give you my final thoughts on the Model X, and also Abby did get to drive the vehicle yesterday running errands. She went and drove around a little bit, and I asked her how it was, and I knew what she was gonna say. She misses the Model X more than I do. She loved the Model X, and it's just, we just had bad luck with it. It's such a great car that just has many issues, and this one in particular, as I mentioned earlier in the video, has issues also. And I also noticed the clicking noise around near the steering wheel, similar to what we had before, but it was inconsistent. It was coming and going. So I really wish that it ended up being better, but I do miss it a little bit. I just don't want to have to go through all that ordeal, all that experience, because it is heartbreaking. All right, well, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, giving you my perspective on what the Model X is to me. That X, right? Is it the one that got away? I don't know. But because it did get away, we were able to go check out some other vehicles like the Cybertruck. But let me know if you have any questions. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know if you have been luckier than we were with the Model X. Now that the Model Y is announced for the United States, are you gonna pick one up as a replacement since they don't have brand new Model X's anymore? Or would you go pick up a used Model X? Did you see the screenshot I shared with you guys? There are some crazy deals to be had on the Model X on the used market. Yes, they are a little bit older, but there are some great deals. But yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please like if you haven't subscribed. And if you are not a YouTube member yet, please consider joining to help support the channel.